Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Throwing on 1st down. Holt looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. They give to Bush going right. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Bush on 3rd down. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled?
And this is taken in by Wilson for a Bears touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it. But nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in. And we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play. But nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On third down, Holt. Throwing left side, it's complete.
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Bears have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. On 1st and 10, Holt. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Check.
Hurt.
Off the play fake, Holt. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on third down, Holt.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Giants drop. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll be inside the red. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw. Holt. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 2nd down. Holt. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bird. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with 1 there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears going to get 1 more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say?
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Operating from the gun. Holt. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bird. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
Back to throw. Holt. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is... Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle they go. Beard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And some room to work. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did, because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Fix the eagle, fix the eagle. Go, Rig, go. Ready, go.
They'll roll him out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. Good decision to keep the football and some really good running to find the end zone.
And so much for scouting, because you know they went over this in practice on the defensive side, that you have to protect the edges in that RPO, that he may tuck it and keep it himself. Instead, he crashed down, and off he went.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. They'll run it with Bush. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run up the middle with Bush. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Holt. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Bush trying the middle.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Holt. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Holt, and that'll be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holt. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to this game. And by now, we should all realize that.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds with the 1st down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.